Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome to another video on the channel. So iPhone season is here, and if you're thinking about buying a 17 Pro or Pro Max, whether you've pre-ordered it, whether you're just gonna queue up outside the Apple store on Friday, or whether you're gonna pick it up next week or so, you're gonna want to protect your phone. And if you like buying first party cases from Apple, if you want to protect your phone from day one when you pick up your phone from the Apple store, I've got three options for you. We have the clear case, we have the silicone case, and we have the TechWoven case, all made by Apple. And if you want to, obviously, if you're choosing between the three, which one should you buy? That's what this video is all about. We're going to be looking at all three of these, unboxing them, and basically, yeah, I'm going to advise you as to which one you should basically buy for your 17 Pro or Pro Max. So without further ado, guys, let's get into the video. So guys, first up, we're going to be looking at the clear case from Apple, and there has been a design change this year to the clear case. So that's going to be interesting to see. You can still pick up this case for $49 from directly from Apple, obviously. So let's get it unboxed, guys, and see how this clear case is this year. So here we go. Let's move this packaging to the side and look at the case itself. So yeah, there we go. So a massive white sort of square on the back we have now, and we still have those sort of clear. I think it's still made of polycarbonate. The whole case is made up of a polycarbonate shell still. And then we have the pretty much, they look like the same buttons. We have that camera control button there. This year, Apple haven't mentioned whether it is that sapphire crystal material. It does still look the same as last year, but they don't state on their website whether it is that sapphire crystal material, so we can't really tell. But there we go. What do you think, guys? I think it's less clear than before. It used to be completely clear at the back, just with that MagSafe ring at the back. But now we do have a big white sort of square at the back. And apparently that's to actually obviously center the Apple logo when it comes to using MagSafe. Um, Whereas because on the phone, the 17 Pro and Pro Max, the Apple logo has been brought lower. So it's not in the middle of that MagSafe ring. But now, so basically they've brought this clear case out with this white square at the back to actually center the Apple logo within the sort of the MagSafe ring area. So let me bring over the scale first of all. Let's just see how much it weighs on the scale. Apple cases generally tend to be quite light, comparably light. So popping on the scale, we're looking at 30 grams, only 30 grams, which is nice and light. Meant to put the scale there. So the nice and light when it comes to this case. We still do have that open bottom at the bottom there, which a lot of people didn't like because the phone is not as protected as some other cases. We do obviously have that new camera cutout there for that new camera bump on the camera plateau, they're calling it, for the 17 Pro and Pro Max. And let me bring over my 16 Pro and let's just see if it fits in there. So it does fit in there. It is a little bit loose, I would say. The fit's a little bit loose, but that's how it looks at the back with the 16 Pro. So the 17 Pro clear case with the 16 Pro in it. And that's how it basically looks. It doesn't look bad at all. It still looks really nice. I think that's partly down to how good the Desert Titanium looked last year. Solid color. Let's just test out the buttons, guys. And the buttons are actually really clicky. Last year with the clear case and in previous years, the clear case has had really poor buttons and really stiff buttons, hard to press buttons. But these are really good. I'm going to bring it to the mic, guys. Just see how good these buttons are. That's volume down, volume up, and the action button there. And this is the power button. So really nice and clicky buttons with the new clear case, which is quite impressive. I'm not sure how this massive white area at the back is going to be perceived this year. I don't think it looks too bad, but I just think it takes away from it being a fully clear case. I think I did prefer that MagSafe ring on the back, but this doesn't look as bad as I thought it would. It would look in person. It doesn't actually look too bad, but I still prefer that MagSafe ring on the back. If we look at the camera bump, obviously the camera lenses might be a bit different on the 17 Pro and Pro Max, but it still looks really good and it's really high compared to the lenses on the 16 Pro. So I think you're going to get some good protection with the camera lenses. In terms of the screen lip, again, a really nice screen lip there, very generous screen lip there. And that bottom is still open. So if you guys didn't like that on previous generations, it is still open there, and you still are going to be getting less protection. Let me test out the MagSafe. So let me bring over the Anker 622. Let's pop it on the back and see how it looks and performs. So yeah, it's pretty strong. The MagSafe is really, really strong. Apple always tend to do a really good job. I think it's slightly less stronger compared to previous years. It just feels a bit less stronger when it comes to the MagSafe strength, but it will be good enough for your daily tasks. And if I bring over a wallet, let's test that out. Yeah, a wallet is a bit more secure there, less likely to sort of fall off compared to a battery pack. So yeah, that's pretty good there. What are my thoughts overall of this Apple Clear case? And I think I definitely like that they've improved the buttons. The buttons are a lot more clicky, a lot more tactile this year. That bottom is still not fully protected, but it helps with when it comes to swiping up and things like that. You do have less of an interfering lip. You have no lip there to interfere with your swiping up, which some people do like about it. It still is completely smooth on the back and the side, so you're not getting a whole lot of grip, but it is nice and easy to clean, which is one advantage of that smooth finish. Camera control, let's just test that out, guys. It works with the 16 Pro, which is impressive. And zooming out and zooming in are just as easy this year as it was last year. So very nice indeed. Let's now move on to the next case. Next up, guys, let's have a look at the brand new case this year. It is the TechWoven case, and it is replacing the fine woven we've seen in the past. Last year, we didn't get a fine woven because it was just that bad year before last. But this year, we have the TechWoven case, which is said to be a bit, quite a lot more durable than that fine woven case was. This is slightly more expensive than the other two cases we have here. This is $59 instead of $49. But you are meant to be getting a bit more of a premium offering when it comes to this one with metal buttons, etc. So let's actually get it unboxed. And yeah, it comes out slightly different to the other cases, a bit more of a premium unboxing experience. I have it in the black color, and let's pop it out. And first of all, let's pop it on the scale. So on the scale, guys, we're looking at 30 grams. So exactly the same as the Apple Clear case. So nice and light, nice and minimal. Won't add a lot of bulk or heft to your phone at all. And check it out, guys. This is the TechWoven case from Apple. Brand new case this year. And, it is less fabricy compared to that fine woven case. That fine woven case was pretty terrible when it came to the finish on the back. And the back, apparently this fabric here is made from 100% recycled polyester, which is nice, and it feels pretty durable actually on the back. We have the Apple logo there, which is nice, as we had on the Clear case, as we have on all of the Apple cases. The sides have a TPU sort of finish with a bit of a fabricy finish to it as well, but it is TPU. The sides are made of TPU, so that's going to make this case more durable. And then the buttons, we have aluminium buttons here, which is nice to see, and it's going to make for a better clicky experience when clicking the buttons. So let me bring over the phone. Let's pop in my 16 Pro from last year and see how it performs. So it actually does fit in there. It is a little bit of a loose fit because the 17 Pro is a little bit wider and taller. And that's how it looks. Still looks really classy, still looks really premium. The desert titanium goes really well with the black. I know we're not getting anything like the desert titanium this year, but we are getting a silver color, which is somewhat similar. And I think that silver and the black TechWoven case will go really nicely together. That actually does look really nice. Let's test out the buttons, guys. The buttons are really clicky. Let me bring it up to the mic. This is volume down, volume up, and the action button. The action button is a bit more louder than the volume buttons, and this is the power button. So the buttons aren't crazy loud, but they are a really satisfying clicking experience. Very tactile buttons on this new TechWoven case. So it looks really nice. It looks quite, definitely more durable than that fine woven case. Feels pretty good in the hands. A little bit of a rough texture on the back. I think that's going to help with the grip. So if you're looking for a grippy case, then this may be the one to get. Silicone is grippy as well, but we're going to look at that next. Yeah, this is really nice. More grippy than the clear case, and has a nice feeling in the hands. We do get those lanyards there, as we did, I believe, on the clear case as well. Well, the clear case is actually open from the bottom, so there are no lanyard sort of loops there. But we do have this, and this is to go with Apple's new crossbody strap, which is a new accessory from Apple. To kind of, it's like a lanyard basically. It's their version of a lanyard, and we have accurate cutouts there down the bottom, as you can see, for the USB-C port there, and we have individual holes there for the speaker and the microphone down the bottom. So very nice indeed. And yeah, I think this is going to be a really good case. I think it's definitely an improvement from the fine woven, as I mentioned earlier. And I think this is going to be quite popular this year. $59 is a bit of a steep price when it comes to this case. So I think a lot of people are going to look for alternative cases, like from other brands like Spigen, ESR, Banks, Alumu, these type of companies who offer, especially Spigen and ESR and other companies like Taurus, who offer more sort of affordable prices. Even Banks as well, their prices aren't incredibly high. I think people will look for alternative cases to these first party cases, but if you are looking for a first party case, you want the Apple logo on the back. You want to actually pick up one case when you're at the Apple store. You want to protect your phone straight away out of the Apple store. Then this is a pretty good option actually. So let's move on now to the silicone case. Before we do that, guys, let's actually test out the MagSafe. Let me bring over the Anker 622 and give it a bit of a shake. And yeah, pretty strong MagSafe when it comes to this case. Not as strong as previous years, but that might have something to do with the maybe possibly me using the 16 Pro and the magnets not aligning with the actual 16 Pro inside. Could be that as well. But it just feels like it's a little bit less stronger when it comes to the MagSafe. But yeah, nonetheless, will be good for your basic everyday MagSafe needs. And let's now move on to the silicone case. Last up, guys, we have a classic. It is the Apple Silicone Case, official Silicone Case, and I have it in the orange color here, which is quite a standout color this year. Probably will go well with that orange, cosmic orange iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max. Let's get it unboxed, guys. And there we are. It's a really nice orange shade, actually. It's quite a subtle color. It's not as loud as that cosmic orange. It'll be interesting to see how this goes with that cosmic orange. Let me bring over the scale and let's see how much it weighs. So on the scale, guys, we're looking at 31 grams, so just 1 gram heavier than the other two cases, which is still really, really light when it comes to a case. So it's just going to sort of complement the iPhone 17 Pro and Pro Max really nicely, as it always does. And you have that nice soft lining on the inside. Did we get that with the not the fine woven, the TechWoven case? It's not a soft material on the inside. It is that same sort of fabricy material. And for a premium case, you'd expect more of a sort of a microfiber lining, at least on the back. So that's one thing to note, guys. We do get that microfiber, really soft lining on the inside, which will protect the back of your phone and the sides as well. It extends to the sides too, which is really nice to see. We do have that camera control again there. And yeah, that camera bump, that new design for that camera bump, or they're calling it plateau, which extends to the side, which is a new look similar to the Google Pixel. And yeah, let's pop in the 16 Pro and let's see how it performs. And in terms of the buttons, they are pretty clicky. Not as clicky, I would say, as actually the clear cases here, which is really, really weird to say, because normally the clear case has really stiff buttons. But this year, I'd say out of all three cases, this has the most stiffest buttons, which is interesting. They're not bad, but just listen to this, guys. I'll bring it to the mic. In terms of the sound they produce, they produce still a decent sound, but in terms of actually the force you have to exert to actually push them, it's a bit more compared to the other cases. And that's really, really weird to say, because the clear case is normally the stiffest out of all three or two cases, whatever we have that year. In terms of the protection, we get a nice camera bump there. Obviously, this is the 16 Pro. This isn't the 17 Pro, so it's not going to be the most accurate representation there. And in terms of the screen lip, a nice screen lip as well. Closed bottom there, holes for that crossbody lanyard from Apple. And then individual cutouts there for the speaker and microphone. Accurate USB-C cutout there. It looks a little bit smaller compared to the actual TechWoven here. Just check it out, guys. It is a little bit on the narrow side. So in terms of using third-party cables, you may have a bit more trouble with this silicone case compared to this one here. So that's just something to keep in mind. Let's test out the MagSafe. I'll bring over the Anker 622. And I'd say slightly stronger magnets. It might have something to do with the silicone material, but it just feel a little bit more secure on this silicone case here. So yeah, nice strong MagSafe with the silicone case as we usually get, and the wallet will perform, I'm sure, equally as good. Yeah, really solid there, and that silicone material connecting with the back of this wallet is actually securing it really nicely in place. Really soft feeling in the hand, really lovely, luxurious feeling in the hand. And if you like the Apple Silicone case, you're going to probably like it this year as well, just because it is really soft and really nice to hold, really comfortable to hold in the hand. It's an extension basically of the phone. It just fits really nicely to the contour of your hands. And it's just, yeah, a really comfortable phone case to actually hold. It may become more sticky as Apple Silicone cases do become over time. It may become more sticky, but that's just the nature of silicone. But at the beginning, it's nice and smooth, and it's nice and really comfortable to hold in the hand. And this orange color really pops. It's a really nice, but it's subtle at the same time. It pops, but it's subtle, which is really it's a nice color overall. I do like it. So guys, this has been the silicone case. This has been really all three cases, and I'm going to bring them all in now. So this is the silicone case, this is the clear case, and this is the brand new TechWoven case this year. And what I'd say is, if you have always been a fan of the silicone case, this is probably the one to get this year, because it's pretty much the same thing as last year. The only slight difference is those lanyard loops there. Apart from that, it's pretty much the same case. So if you've always been a fan of the silicone case, then the silicone case is the one to get. This is going to give you probably the most grip over time. At the beginning, probably it won't give you that much grip, but as it wears with time, it will become a bit more sticky, a little bit more grippy over time. The Apple Clear case, I don't know how we can call this a clear case anymore because of that massive white sort of square on the back of it. So it's not a fully clear case, and other third-party manufacturers are going to make proper clear cases with that MagSafe ring on the back. So if you want a proper clear case and you want to see more of the back of your phone, if you've got like the cosmic orange, or you want to see like your deep blue, the silver will go quite nicely with this. But again, you're going to see more of the white at the back compared to the silver. And then we have the TechWoven as well. So this is going to provide the least grip out of all of them. So if grip's a big thing for you, probably go for either the TechWoven or the silicone. If you want a case which has the most clicky buttons, I would say probably go for this one here, the TechWoven case, which has really nice aluminium buttons. And even the buttons on this aren't that bad this year. They're actually really good. And this has the least clickiest buttons compared to all three of these. So if you're looking for the strongest MagSafe, I'd say all three of them have equally as strong MagSafe. Possibly the silicone case has the strongest MagSafe, but that could be something to do with the actual silicone material, just holding on to accessories better. But in terms of protection, they're all going to give you equally as good protection, but that is open at the bottom. So just keep that in mind. If you drop it and it hits down at the bottom of your phone, then you may get some damage at the bottom. So if you're looking for the most protective, I'd say either the TechWoven or the silicone case. So in terms of, those are pretty much the main things we look at when it comes to buying cases. They're equally as light as each other. This one is 31 grams. These are 30 grams each. So they're equally really as light as each other. So it all depends on what you're looking for in a case. I'd say if I had to choose one out of all three of these, it probably would be this new TechWoven case, just because it has more of a durable back to it compared to the fine woven. Nice aluminium buttons, a nice light build as all of them have. and just overall it just feels really nice in the hand. It's quite unique this year. So I think out of all three of them, I'd probably choose this one. You get some really nice colors with the silicone and the tech woven, so you've got a wide variety of colors to choose from. The tech woven, sorry, the clear case, I'm just not the biggest fan of this white area at the back. I understand why they've done it, but at the same time, I feel like it's not a true clear case. That's just my opinion though. But let me know what your thoughts are down in the comments below. Which one are you gonna buy? Are you gonna buy any of these? Are you gonna skip these and buy a third party case? Or do you buy the first party cases from Apple each year? And let me know out of all three of these cases which one you're thinking to buy. I hope this video helped you guys, and that's it for this one. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below, and I hope you found it helpful. If you did, drop it a like, leave a comment in the comment section below, and please subscribe to the channel if you haven't done so already. Thanks for watching, guys. See you in the next one, guys. Take care. Bye.